What is a state of coherence?
Well, I've been so interested, Rena, in why some people's intentions and some people's visualizations and affirmations come true, and other people affirm away and visualize away, and nothing happens. And what's the difference? So, in chapter 5 of my book, Mind to Matter, I talk about the power of coherent mind. And what the example I use is that of light. And so, if you take a light bulb and you turn on the light, that light bulb sheds light all around it, 10, 15 feet, and that is incoherent light. It's effective, gives light, but if you take the same 60 watts of light and put it into phase, into coherence, where it's all in rhythm, that is a laser, it'll cut through steel. So that's the difference between coherence and incoherence in terms of light. In terms of mind, when we hook people up to EEGs, we find that either their brain waves are coherent, and they're like that laser, or they're incoherent, they're like that incandescent bulb, and the light is scattered all over the place. And those people, when they have intentions, when they have visualizations, when they have affirmations, they aren't effective. And we find that if you look at a master manifester, if you look at a person who's able to really manifest things around them, who's able to affirm and visualize, if their brain waves are coherent, then they are effective, but if they're incoherent, they're not. So just like that laser focus in those light beams, if we have laser focused mental and emotional energy, if our spiritual, emotional, physical, and mental lives are all aligned, we have coherence, and then our affirmations and our visualizations are effective.
Let's show everyone what you're talking about. Before we started recording, you were showing me some fascinating wave graphs.
Yeah, well, this is an image from Mind to Matter of coherent and incoherent light. And you can see there that it's very, very different. That same 60 watts, whether it's spread out like it is in the incandescent bulb, or it's in phase like it is in the laser, is all the difference in its power. So that's one analogy I use in Mind to Matter. But then I also show people what incoherent brainwaves look like. So here, first of all, are coherent brainwaves. These are someone hooked up to an EEG, and all their brainwaves are coherent. And you can see that they're all in phase, just the way the laser was.
And that's what our brainwaves should look like. So just for
brainwaves should look like. And if you meditate, if you meditate, if you're in a state of calm, if you're de-stressed, that's what your brainwaves look like, that coherent pattern. But this is what many people's brainwaves look like when you hook them up to an EEG at first. See, they're all over the place. They aren't in phase, just the way that the light beam, that 60 watts in an incandescent light, is not in phase. So you want to meditate. I have 30 practices in Mind to Matter that bring you into a state of coherence where, again, you are in phase. Your whole mental, emotional, and physical being is like that laser. And that's when your imagination kicks into high gear. That's when your brain is functioning at peak. That's when your intentions have power.
That's when you manifest, whether that's better health, better wealth, better spouse, better kids, whatever it is you want to manifest. That's when you manifest, when your brain waves are all exactly the same. And you mentioned you have how many exercises in your book again, Dawson?
There are 30 evidence-based practices in Mind to Matter. And I mean, I'm a great believer in science and in making sure things are backed by science. So I don't talk about things in my book. I don't advocate practices unless they have a solid scientific foundation. And so there are many things you can do. I do a lot of EFT tapping, acupressure tapping with people. I teach classes all over the world on that. That's simply applying acupressure to acupuncture points while you are in anything other than a state of relaxation that relaxes you, de-stresses you. Meditation is so important. So in the book, I talk about meditation. I talk about being in nature, grounding yourself in nature and the earth, the importance of water. There are all kinds of ways of bringing yourself into that coherent state. So it's not just theoretical knowledge. You need to actually do those things that put you into that brainwave state.
You know, I think of it as tuning. For a lot of people, they have a hard time grasping how all this connects. And I say, well, we're just an instrument, just like any other musical instrument. and you're just tuning yourself. And if you don't tune yourself, guess what? You sound awful. And so
Yeah,
it,
now the cool thing about tuning yourself, Rena, is that when you attune yourself, we in chapter 7 of Mind to Matter, I talk about big planetary waves, and there are these huge frequencies called the Schumann frequencies that are all over the earth. And when you tune to them, and we find that people who meditate are attuned to them, when you tune to them, automatically you are attuned to everyone else who is attuned to them. So now you have synchronicity in your life, you have resources in your life, you have a community in your life, and you're now attuned to these huge planetary cycles. And it's pretty exciting new science showing that when you do that, you're also attuned to the whole universe.
what a power that we all have and that we do not yet utilize fully. So I'm so excited for the rest of you who are listening in. Guess what? Dr. Dawson Church is going to do a boot camp. And we are going to have in that boot camp actual trainings for getting into coherence, for developing that ability to tune yourself, to tap into the power of the universe, and of course, to create synchronicity in your life. So make sure to check it out. Thank you so much, Dr. Church. We'll be seeing you soon.
Thank you.